My name is Lily Supriyanti, and in this time, I will present about the feeling of love towards a brand. This is a concept and measurement. This article from Albert and friend. Then let's go to the first part. This research led to a better understanding of the non-interpersonal love feeling and to more managerial relevance. Uncovering and measuring dimension of love and consequence of love for a brand might help managers to build their brand strategy. This research focused on the measurement of the love construct which develop, test, and validate a new scale to give a better understanding about the feeling of love towards a brand. There is two parts in this article, which is discuss the state of the art in consumer love literature for the first part, and in the second part, we present the construct of the proposed new love scale. The first author that introducing the feeling of love in marketing are Sim and Maiden. They adapt an interpersonal love theory of Steinberg, named the triangular theory of love. The three dimensions of love, there is passion, intimacy, and decision or commitment, are slightly transformed in a consumption context and become yearning, liking, and decision or commitment. Second, Auvia proposed a conditional integration theory to explain the feeling of love towards an object. According to this author, 5 characteristics describe brand love. The first, passion for the brand. Second, attachment for the brand. And third, positive evaluation of the brand. Fourth, positive emotion and response to the brand. And the last, declaration of love for the brand. This helps us understand what the feeling of love is in a consumption context. Researchers identify 3 main limitations in the conceptualization of love in marketing. There is theoretical, methodological, and managerial, which is selecting of the available interpersonal theory and adapting into marketing also mean not taking into account the finding from other study in the search of the understanding of love as the theoretical limitation. Next, go to the methodological limitation that this method probably falls short of enable to uncover specific brand love dimension since the dominant pattern in memory is undoubtedly that of interpersonal love. And about managerial limitation is this study may be limited since object can be diverse from pet to home and place. The researchers present the 2 brand love scale currently available in marketing. First, about Carroll and Auvia's brand love scale that propose a brand love scale composed of 10 items composing a unique dimension. The items are: first, this is a wonderful brand. Second, this brand makes me feel good. Third, this brand is totally awesome. Fourth, I have natural feeling about this brand. 5, this brand makes me very happy. Number 6, I love this brand. 7, I have no particular feeling about this brand. Then this brand is pure delight. Next, I'm passionate about this brand. And the last, I'm very attached to this brand. The second scale is the Thomson, McLean, and One Park. The Thomson and Friend Love brand love scale, which measure as emotional attachment and have 3 items. There is affection, connection, and passion. The researchers present the structure of the scale and its reliability and validity test. And finally, we focus on the nomological validity of the love scale and its predictive and validity of 3 common constructs. There is brand loyalty, brand trust, and positive word of mouth. 2 exploratory studies are conducted in order to understand the brand love construct and generate the item for the scale. These 2 studies, there is interview and internet survey, are designed to overcome limitations uncovered in previous research. For scale construction purpose, we integrate two categories of items. The first, item identified in our two exploratory study, and second, item used in three interpersonal love scale. The internet survey offered four versions of the questionnaire, which is the order of the item was randomized. The researchers also developed a paper and pencil questionnaire. All in all, 825 fully complete questionnaires were used for analysis. Next table presents the product category and the 10 brands most mentioned by the participant. We can see that Sony is the most mentioned brand in the participant, and clothes is the most mentioned product categories for the participant. This is about the model of the research. The researchers conducted an exploratory factor analysis on the 107 items corresponding to real love dimension and for the 825 observations. Items that refer to consequence of the love feeling were not taken into account for scale construction. Bootstrap analysis based on 300 new samples were used. Two kinds of items were eliminated at this step of the analysis. First, the item with a small loading or with cross-loading on two or more factors, and the item that correspond to construct only relate to love were also eliminated from the analysis. The final set of items retained 22 items reflected a 7-factor solution. There is uniqueness, pleasure, intimacy, idealization, duration, memorize, and dream. And the table, the CFA table shows the goodness of validity of the solution. About this model, scale's reliability is good as shown to the Jorskov coefficient. 6 of the 7 factors have a reliability coefficient superior to 0.7, and one factor has a reliability coefficient of 0.672, which can be judged satisfactory. Bootstrap analyses are used to compute the variance share between each factor and each indicator. Results from Table 3 indicate good convergent validity for 5 of the 7 factors. Factor 4 and 5 exhibit a lower validity, but it is still satisfactory, mainly due to the fact that the respective loading are greater or equal to 0.63. All t-tests are superior to 2, which confirm the good validity of the scale. Results also indicate the presence of two second-order dimensions. The first second-order dimension is linked with 5 first-order factors. There is duration, dream, memorize, intimacy, and uniqueness. This factor is named affection. The second factor is linked with the two last first-order dimensions. There is idealization and pleasure. The second-order factor is named passion. Affection for the brand highlight a long relationship with the brand and the proximity between the consumer and the brand. Then, we test the relation between the brand love scale, uncover the construct of brand trust, brand loyalty, and positive word of mouth. The measurement of this construct are ad hoc measurement since we did not use scale already tested in the literature, but items about brand trust, brand loyalty, and word of mouth that were identified in our exploratory study. The results support our hypothesis. Passion is linked to positive word of mouth, while affection is linked to brand trust and brand loyalty. As shown at the path coefficient that show the nomological validity, there is a small number in correlation between passion to loyalty and trust. Also, affection in positive word of mouth. Next, about the limitation and future research. This interesting result must be tempered by some limitation. First, although the brand love scale predict brand loyalty, brand trust, and positive word of mouth, we did not use scale developed and test in the literature. Although we believe that the item used do a good job in measuring the construct, a more formal test is required in future research. Then, about the future research, given current limitation with this research and very limited number of study on the subject of brand love, we encourage future research in this area. But antecedent and consequence of brand love need future exploration. What creates brand love are brand image, brand differentiation, brand uniqueness is an issue, or maybe may the love feeling to be linked to history or nostalgia. We need more research about that. Finally, the brand love scale predict three positive behavior, namely trust, positive word of mouth, and loyalty. The use of the brand love scale may now help managers to detect consumers who feel love towards their brand, measure the importance and the dynamic of the phenomena, and help them propose adapt communication, loyalty program, or novel consumer segmentation schemes. The researchers believe that this concept is in its preliminary phases of development. Cultural variation may also affect the concept and measurement of love towards a brand. Much research is yet needed to better understand, measure, and assess the importance of brand love construct. Then guys, this is the end of my presentation. It was a good opportunity for me to review this article. Thank you for your attention.